Meanwhile, he got national attention days before the election because of an insensitive joke on Saturday Night Live. Now, former Navy SEAL Dan Crenshaw is heading to Washington as a freshman Republican in a now Democrat-controlled House. Congressman-elect Dan Crenshaw joins us now. Congratulations, Congressman-elect.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be with you here.
I guess the SNL joke did not hurt your outcome.
No, it didn't hurt. I don't think it helped. But, we've been working hard for about a year now, connecting with voters all over the district, going from restaurant to restaurant, table to table, house to house. And, it's really been an incredible journey. And it paid off last night. We're pretty excited about it.
I bet you are. So what's the first thing you want to do when you get now to an even more divided Washington, given the Democrats controlling the House and the Republicans controlling the Senate?
Right. It's one challenge after another, right? Well, we have issues in Houston that are pretty bipartisan. One big one is flood mitigation infrastructure. I need to be able to work with the Army Corps of Engineers to ensure that our infrastructure can take another Hurricane Harvey-like event. That's pretty unique to Houston, of course. I'm willing to look for ways to reduce health care costs. In Houston, there are some great innovative companies on the pharmaceutical side, on the direct primary care side. I can't see why on earth Democrats wouldn't want to push to expand these kind of innovative free market solutions to reducing health care costs. So that'll be a big one for me as well.
Congressman-elect, I want to read a portion of your victory speech last night. And I'm sorry things have been happening here so quickly this morning and changing that we don't have video of it yet. So let me just read it. You say, this election and the next couple of years, and hopefully the next 50 to 100 years, is going to be about understanding what we all believe in together, understanding the foundational values that keep us together. And that used to be comedy. It used to be sports. Let's separate politics from these things. Let's enjoy life together as Americans. That's what I'd like to get back to. I think that a lot of people would like your utopian vision for getting back as Americans to enjoying life together. But let's face it, I mean, it's more divided and rhetorically more heated than ever. So what's your suggestion?
Well, what I was referring to is comedy, sports. Listen, the political rhetoric will probably remain divisive. It will remain mean as ever. I'm going to try to be part of the solution there, not part of the problem. And by that, I mean, don't attack someone's core. Don't attack someone's intent if you disagree with them. And we feel, and especially on the conservative side, we feel as though every time we have a policy disagreement, the left attacks who we are. They attacked our intent as if we were bad people. On the comedy side, on the sports side, my message to Hollywood, my message to sports is just allow people to take a break from politics. Please don't politicize your comedy in a way that is just mean-spirited. And that's what happened this weekend. But it happens a lot more than just that. I think the American people could use a break.
And Congressman-elect, do you have that message for the president? Do you think the president plays any role in that kind of heated rhetoric?
Yeah, I would always call for him to tone down the rhetoric sometimes and lower the temperature. It would certainly help.
Yes, it would certainly help. And so, Congressman, I mean, what do you think will be able to be accomplished?
Well, like I said, I think there's a few things Democrats and Republicans can probably agree on. Infrastructure development, especially here in Houston, like I said before. What about workforce training? We have 7 million job openings right now. It's a good problem to have, but we don't necessarily have the workers with the right skill sets to enter into those jobs. All right, we have maybe too many young people going into 4-year degrees, graduating, but not really having any skills to show for it, but they do have a lot of debt. There's a lot of workforce training programs out there, maybe apprenticeship programs that we can start to expand and look at ways to have public-private partnerships and get young people the skills they need to take on those jobs and earn higher wages and really make us a more productive nation.
Okay, and last, just to bring this full SNL circle, when we last spoke to you, you said that you were not demanding an apology from Pete Davidson, but you did have a suggestion for SNL, and that was to kind of pool their money and give, I think you were calling for $1 million for veterans' causes. Have you heard from Saturday Night Live?
The producers sent me an email, apologized. I didn't hear anything about that $1 million. We're still waiting on that.
All right. Well, Congressman-elect Dan Crenshaw, thanks so much for joining us with your view of